I'll be sharing your dependent checklist on what to check before applying for your dependent visa. Lots of UK visas have been refused, and a lot of people have been asking about administrative review. So I'm going to share that, tell you everything you need to know about that in this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in my beautiful family. Returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. And if you're new to this channel, I create content on how you can migrate to the UK, jobs with visa sponsorship in the UK immigration updates, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, do hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. So guys, let's quickly dive right into today's video. But before we do that, please do like and share this video with your friends and loved ones. Someone may benefit from it. I've been getting a lot of questions recently about our dependent visa checklist because the Home Office have refused a lot of dependent visa this time, and it's very important that you check everything before sending in your application, and also how you can go about your administrative review just in case you're one of those that your visa have been refused. So I'm going to quickly share my screen with you now. So just as you can see on my screen, we're just going to take it from here, dependent visa financial requirements. And as you can see, whether any financial requirements apply will depend on the type of visa held by the main visa holder. For example, when applying for a skilled worker dependent visa UK, it must be shown that the main visa holder or the applicant has the following: £285 for a partner, then £315 for one child, and the other children £200 per child. So just as you can see, in most cases, if the main visa holder and dependent have been in the UK for 12 months or more, there is no financial requirements. And also with this as well, if the maintenance on your certificate of sponsorship has been ticked, then you don't have to show any of this as well. So just as you can see, this is a UK dependent visa document checklist, which is why I advise everyone that is going for UK visa, if you're applying with your dependent, please kindly check this list before submitting your application. Please do like and share this video with your friends, because I'm sure it's definitely going to help a lot of people. So as you can see, dependent visa applicant will be asked to provide a number of documents to support the application. The exact list of documents you will need to provide will depend on the type of visa held by the main applicant and your relationship with them. Some of these documents or information you may need to provide. I always say that if you have some pictures from your marriage or maybe pictures together, please ensure that you add those pictures to it. So let's go to the first one. There is this GWF code that you need. You can't just apply for a UK dependent visa without having this GWF code, which is the global web form. You need that code from the main applicant to be able to apply as a dependent. So just as you can see, the global web form, which is the GWF, or a unique application number, which is the UAN, for the main visa holder to link the applications together. So with this code, once you enter, it is going to link you up to the main applicant. So some people have asked me, oh, Fajira, I've got my CUS, I want my dependents to apply first. No, guys, you need to apply for your visa first to generate this code to enable your dependents apply for theirs. So just as you can see, proof of identity, e.g. your passport, you need your passport. Of course, you can proceed without adding your passport number, and also proof of relationship to the main visa holder, which if you're applying for your child, it could be birth certificate, adoption certificate, any other certificate that shows that both of you are related, and also marriage certificate for a partner, certificate of civil partnership. You could use any marriage certificate that is acceptable in the UK. So just as you can see, proof of dependence, e.g. evidence attendance at a boarding school or university, and the correspondence showing the applicant has the same address as the main visa holder. Remember in my previous video, I talked about for partners, you need to show that you've lived together, you've been in a relationship for at least 2 years. So which you can use your bank statement, you can use your hospital letter, you can use your house contract, and you can use your utility bill, any of that. But if you are a parent of a child, you will need a letter from the school to show that this is your child that has been attending this school, and so on, their birth certificate. And also if you have some pictures, do add to it. So bank statement showing the funds required to meet the financial requirement have been held for at least 28 days. like I always say, you can also leave it for 35 days because of the exchange rate. However, if the maintenance box is ticked yes on your certificate of sponsorship, then you don't have to show any proof of funds. So it is important to ensure you provide all of the documents required by UKVI, as failure to do so may result in your application being delayed or refused. Sometimes Home Office may ask you for more required document. And I know some people have asked me, oh, Fajira, I'm applying as a dependent. Do I need IELTS or English proficiency? No. If you're applying as a dependent, you don't need IELTS, you don't need English proficiency. You just apply for your visa, except you get to the UK, or maybe you already have it and you want to now be the main applicant. Then you will need to provide that. But as a dependent, you don't need to provide that. Just as you can see, how to apply for a UK dependent visa. The process you will need to follow when applying for a dependent visa UK will depend on the type of visa held by the main visa holder. As you can see, the main steps you will need to follow to apply for a dependent visa UK are as follows. Complete and submit the online application form. Remember to provide the unique reference number of the main applicant's application. It is important to use the correct application form, e.g. the form used for PBS dependent children. Pay the application fee and immigration health surcharge. So if you are applying for a skilled worker visa and it's not the health and care worker visa, you will have to pay for the immigration health surcharge. For instance, if you're applying for Innovator Founder visa we shared a few weeks ago, you will need to pay for the immigration health surcharge. If you're applying for a care worker visa, you don't need to pay for immigration surcharge. Upload all the documents required by the UKVI to support your application. You need to upload it, but at the same time, you can also pay for it to be uploaded when you get there by them. Book and attend a biometric appointment with your nearest UK VCAS or visa application center. If outside the UK, you have the fingerprint scanned and a photo taken. So if you're outside the UK, you have your fingerprint scanned and a photo taken. So this is how you can apply for your visa. So now we're just going to go to the visa refusal that has to do with administrative review. So a lot of people have been asking me about administrative review when their visa is refused. So I'm just going to share with you. I think there is a fee of £80 for administrative review. And if you're applying for administrative review, it has to be within 28 days from when the visa was refused, because if you apply anything outside that 28 days, it will not be granted. Just as you can see on my screen, who can apply for an administrative review? It is only possible to apply for a Home Office administrative review in certain circumstances. Your decision letter from the Home Office will tell you you have the right to request an administrative review. So you will see it on your refusal letter that your visa is refused, but however you can apply for administrative review. So just as you can see, and also remember that not all categories of visas can apply for administrative review, as you can see on my screen. So these are the categories of visas that can apply for administrative review, just in case their visa was refused. You can request for administrative review from inside the UK if your application was refused, or if you wish to challenge the condition or length of your leave and it relates to a decision on student, child, student, or parent of a child student visa, a skilled worker or their dependent partner child visa, minister of religion, spouse visa, representative of an overseas business, global mobility visa, a person with UK ancestry, a person on the global talent, a person on a startup visa, a person on an innovator founder visa, and their dependent, a temporary work visa. So these are all categories of visas that are qualified to apply for administrative review. If you apply for a UK visit visa and you were refused, you are not allowed to apply for administrative review. So how to apply for an immigration administrative review, just as you can see on my screen. So a lot of people have been asking me this question, which is why I'm sharing this video. As you can see, if you're applying for administrative review from outside the UK, you will need to complete the following steps. Complete and submit the online administrative review application form within 28 days of receiving your decision. Within your application, you will need to explain the mistakes you believe have been made and provide evidence why these are incorrect. So pay the administrative review fee, which is £80. The fees were increased recently, but the administrative review fee was not increased. Once your decision has been submitted, it will be checked based on the mistake you outlined in your application. If you're applying for administrative review from inside the UK, you will need to complete the following steps. Complete and submit the inside the UK online administrative review application from within 14 days of receiving your decision. Within your application, you will need to explain the mistakes you believe have been made and provide evidence why these are incorrect. So within the UK, you have to submit this within 14 days. But outside the UK, you've got 28 days to submit. So pay the administrative fee, which is also £80. And once your decision has been submitted, it will be checked based on the mistakes you have outlined in your application. So let's look at the outcome. As you can see on my screen, there are several possible outcomes of an administrative review, including the decision is withdrawn. Maybe if it's withdrawn, then they can now give you your visa, they can now approve your visa, or the decision remains. They will tell you why this decision has to be the way it is. Then the decision remains, but one or more of the reasons for the refusal are removed. So the decision of refusal can still remain. If your visa was refused based on 2 or 3 reasons, they may say, okay, we have removed the 3rd reason, but your visa is still refused because of A and B. So just as you can see, the decision remains, but new reasons for refusal are added. So now they now review your application now and say, okay, when we were refusing your visa application in the past, we didn't know that you also made this additional mistake. Now, for instance, if you have had 3 reasons why your visa was refused, they will now make it 4 because they have now discovered new reasons why your visa application is refused. So the administrative review could go any way, just as you can see. Administrative review may be positive or maybe negative. So it is very important that you know what you're doing before you apply for administrative review. Just as you can see, it is important to ensure that the correct information is included in your administrative review application to achieve successful outcome. It is very important that you're sure of what you're going in for. You're sure that this administrative review you're applying for, you know what you're doing, because you don't want to apply for administrative review and at the end of the day, the Home Office finds out another reason why your visa should be refused. So like I said, that if you had 1 or 2 reasons and after the review, they find out, oh, there's a 3rd reason, we're getting more problem than solving the problem. But at the same time, I wish you good luck when applying for your administrative review. I pray that everything goes well. Make sure you check all the documents, because administrative review is a second chance given to you to prove why your visa should be granted. So just ensure that everything is up to date. Every document you need to attach is well attached before you submit it, so you get a better feedback than not even checking and going to make another mistake that may lead to another reason why your visa should be refused. So guys, this is just what it is. I've been getting a lot of these questions and I thought I should share this video with you so you can understand how it works and also share with your friends and loved ones. So we've actually come to the end of this video, and if you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family, please do hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. Until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Bye bye for now.